What is this? Okay, good. It looks like I just milked nothing. I should probably not do that in town. Just like jack off in the town square. Hey, how's it going? Whoa, whoa! What the fuck is this? Got him! I've just been drifting around, being led by circumstances. No, that's not right. In Ave, you helped Bart when he needed it. I can't keep a fucking straight face, this awful writing. Drifting, kind of like me. Holy shit. Oh no! Oh, we're not quite dead yet. Don't worry though, I have a telescope equipped. The sprite tells me it's a lady, but the face tells me it's a man. Do that Dr. Girlfriend voice. Yesterday my stove caught on fire. I thought the whole house was gonna burn down. You, they're ugly, kid. Every kid is ugly.
What? These aren't special in any way. There goes the potion! Oh!
It's a perfect fit. Oh! Ooh! Well, that's gonna be a problem. 24 people have died. We might not finish the campaign now. Oops. I never equipped the chainsaw. I never equipped the chainsaw! Oh my god. I didn't stab that man with a chainsaw. I just made chainsaw noises as I hit him with an axe. Holy fuck, I'm an idiot. Oh, he'll have the key for sure. Police! Nobody move! Like I kicked his knee bone or something.
Are you blind? What in God's... I mean, better luck next time.
Armor broken, what the fuck? Just kicked that boar and my clothes exploded. Arcanum.
Damn it. Stop. You totally fucked it up.
Well, you fucked me, dog. We're not getting in now. You blew it, old man. Holy shit, you blew it. Wow, and it's just his face. Oh. No. I can't take you seriously when your planet's called Choco. Welcome to Choco, keep your nose clean. Is your planet named after candy?
Spell shit in hindsight. That went pretty good. The hell is this? It says the sacrifice of fire is the gate to ruin. Place torch if you crave the void. Okay.
Terrors may indeed stalk these shadows, but yonder, a glint of gold.
I fucked that up. A whole bunch.
Welcome back
to stinking hide these elevation lines. What in the world? Gross. I think that's added in through a mod, so that's understandable. That would look dopey. First thing, let's get started. Freezing time. Maybe something more in the morning. So our big project for today is, first thing, some of these roads aren't asphalt like I want them to. So I see what it was. It's the zoning. Yeah, okay. It's the zoning. Justin, Val. It's that goddamn zone. You know what? Let's not get distracted. We have to do other stuff today. Big goal right now is... I think this is part... What the fuck? Why is everybody in the goddamn... That's interesting. We have some huge traffic problems because of Harbor Town, so we have to demolish it and start over. It's the Harbor District, but I keep calling it Harbor Town, so... Fences with all snap and turned off for zone manipulation. That's probably a smart idea, Justin, because the... Turning off the zones is a pretty handy mod, but... If I can do it with a fence, I should. Anyways, this not so much. That bus terminal's fine, but our bus hub here in Harbor Town is causing a shitload of traffic trouble. Harbor Town itself is a nightmare to get out of. So we're gonna redo the whole thing. And also do this part that actually goes up to the waterfront. And I think we are gonna completely integrate it into Riverside. So there'll be a bit of I think Goldberg. There'll be a bit of a transition, but it'll be all harbor, or sorry, like all waterfront property, not a weird divide with no road access. So ideally, you turn off into Harbor Town if you're going there. You don't turn off into Riverside and cut through, but we're going to lose some services. Most notably, our waste transfer facility is in Harbor Town. The building is not empty. Oh boy. 16% full. That place needs to empty out, which is going to be not good for the neighborhood. In the meantime, it's just a bit of a shame that the two mods are at odds with each other. The one that lets me color the roads, and then the one that lets me toggle the zoning. So, I mean, we get train traffic out here, which is great. I think we're going to phase out all the residential zoning in Harbor Town and make it just industrial commercial. So it's still like a tourist attraction, but nobody lives there.
Hello again from the classics.
Oh, hey, Farthington Lumber Level 5.
The flute.
The very large tree plantation and the pulp mill. I bet the modular house factory takes more shit. Are you empty now? Oh, that was fast. I guess because you have so many trucks, they can just shit it all out. Only 16% full, though. That thing might not have been used. Okay, so I like this collector, but we learned that people want to leave through Federal Square, which can be a problem. So all the roads are gone. The road network's going to be rethought. Love the hub. Served us well, but I think we need to get the buses through the town in different ways. Maybe even like a bus slip lane to get onto this collector. Because it turns out a 2 or a 4 lane road being the only way in and out of Harbor Town was a terrible idea with our 5,000 bus lines that also need it. We can also trim down the hub and just drop people off at the subway stations, because I think every single bus in town comes to this hub at one point or another, and that would be a bad idea. That drew in a little too much tourism. It's a police station? Was that a school? Even this bridge, I mean, the train is going to terminate in Harbor Town, but maybe it does it somewhere else. The tram depot, I think, we're going to have to put it somewhere else, and the trains come into the city. Because that's a lot of real estate we lose in Harbor Town. I also want, remember, a ferry to Farthington. And we'll put that in Harbor Town. I think I mentioned last time it might make more sense to put it in Riverside, but we'll put it in Harbor Town. Just so that's like the really boaty part of town. Also, something we have to account for is one day when we finally go across the river here and do like the modern downtown area, we have to get across this river, and I feel we'll need a lot of access. I'm thinking a bridge from Riverside and a bridge from Harbor Town, and then probably try to develop this waterfront on this side and then have a bridge over here as well. Because it feels a little wasteful to leave this undeveloped. As for this highway, I don't know how we integrate that. The train survived in its current form. Love the ditch, though. Love that ditch. And it definitely does sort of slice through the city, but I like the challenge that provides. Because we've been taking it pretty easy, I'd say, you know, flattening land and such. I think you would, though. I think, really, you wouldn't go out of your way to build on hilly shit. That's some San Francisco nonsense right there. I think we would go out of our way to flatten the terrain to suit our needs. So I'm thinking instead of the cobbled streets for aesthetics, we might just go with a lot of alleys, but just increase the speed limit so they're just narrow roads. And we can eke out a few extra tiles that way as well. It's also new to the traffic simulation. Careful now, careful now. Alright, so I mean the concept of the hub is great. Am I in love with it? You know, it doesn't even need to link up right here, does it? So we've reclaimed Harbor Town. Yeah, there's actually almost nobody lived in Harbor Town, so we're just going to lose jobs. The population, I don't think we don't live in Harbor Town right now. 200 people live in Harbor Town, so we're just going to lose some jobs, and the public transportation being severed will piss people off. But and then I don't know, maybe it's supposed to be an old part of town, but maybe it would still be kind of gridded because it would be a holdover from the Industrial Revolution, not necessarily a super old layout like Rockfield. What is this? Is this a road or pedestrian crossing? An asymmetrical road with bike lanes. I don't know why I grabbed that, but neat. We have really poor bike access on some of these roads, but because a lot of these are just willy-nilly roads to get the neighborhoods out, is we could come back and put down bikes or line them with trees and grass. Alright, the tiny narrow alley with a very low speed limit. It goes to 15 right now. I fucking caught you. Not my first rodeo. So this. That would be... What is this? It's an interesting sort of clay asphalt that we have, and you know what? I kind of like this. What is this doing? I think I was trying to make like a fancier paved road for Delta States in between streams, but I think instead we'll go with this aesthetic for Harbor Town. white street. I suppose the downside is now we're not as close to the seawall, and this might actually cause the terrain to go up because we have to drag the node closer. That's fine, actually. It's not too bad. We can make it work. This is one of the trickiest parts, dragging the road right up against the key and not looking shitty. There we go. What's that broken transport line? I think that's tram stop. That should correct itself once we unpause. Now, because I think this is going to be not actually planned, but for aesthetics it'll be very planned, let's look at what access we have to industrial buildings. Put in her. Oh, they're perfect. Look at this shit. I want a bunch of these old warehouses. Ooh, a sweatshop. That's where the children used to work before they made that illegal. Thank you very much, government. Yeah, and then we want to go with the old-timey factories. A lot of these like warehouse things. Ooh, that's an interesting one. See, there's another sort of old-timey thing we can have in the Harbor District. Some of these. Oh yeah, there's some nice ones. We'll probably plop down most of Harbor Town, I feel. Most of Harbor Town, I feel, will be plops. I'm not a huge fan of this, actually, because it looks like because I grabbed the alley off the workshop, it probably just has a fucking huge gap between it, so the buildings won't zone right up against it, will they? Motherfucker. Yeah, okay, so tiny alley's not the play here. Can't do cobble, though, because every now and then we might need to add lanes, so let's just try to find something in the normal road network and get a nice color scheme for it. Let's try this. Let's try a lot of the asymmetrical roads. And then now you're fucking too close to the wall because I nudged you. Son of a bitch. I think you're so fucking smart, don't you, City Skylines? So asymmetrical, and then we do also need to run a tram through some of this, so that should be interesting. Let's try to get a nice color, though. Can I get asymmetrical with trees? I can get 3 lanes with trees. Where's my asymmetrical with trees? I don't think I have asymmetrical with tree access. I just have the protected bike lane we use in Rockfield. Yeah, I don't think I can get asymmetrical roads with trees on the lane. But I guess if it's industrial commercial, we wouldn't do that. It would be just grass, if anything. They're actual jobs. I think it forces it to grow in... Oh, shit! I think it forces it to grow into that building, Justin. But it's still a real workplace, because if no one wants to work there, it'll eventually become abandoned. So we'll need to plop them down and then make them historical so they stay like that, and then if they burn down or become abandoned, they're working shitholes. But it's gonna be mostly old industrial shit, so maybe just bushes. And then for lamps, we want some nice old-timey lamps in Rockfield. Old French lamp. Extended. Let's try that. And then for bushes... Yeah, we'll go tiny bush on each side. Spacing 12. See how this looks, and then I don't know, for weathered concrete, do you think it'd be darker or brighter, like a white? Almost something like this. Well, that just looks fucking miserable. Although I do like the bushes. The color's way off though. Well, I mean, that kind of looks nice. It looks like a little weathered where they drive. Okay, and then because they're little bushes, they need to be spaced a lot better. We'll go spacing 4. There we go. That'll be what the roads in Harbor Town look like. That looks fucking awful. God damn it, that tram stop is still there. We can sever that link later. It feels wide, but I think it's just a trick of the eye. It looks to be the same shape. So I almost want to do the road network and then try to jam the train in and then rebuild the road network around the train station. I kind of want this wall to go all the way around, but I don't know what the fuck, how we'd get onto the collector if we do that. Okay. Let's just get started here.
This is the classics, the city's #1 source for music older than the city itself.
Finagle back into place a little bit here, don't they? Yeah, we all look at that. So yeah, commercial and industrial. People don't live here, they just pass through. Which is good because it's going to be fucking noisy, I wager. Bit of an elevation here. Watch out for that, maybe. I feel maybe these are a little too... I like blocks, but maybe they should be offset more. But I guess I can also just add alleys myself, can't I? Yeah, let's make the blocks a little bit bigger here. So we're still getting like blockish shapes, but maybe the roads weren't super precise when they were buying up their parcels of land. Hang on, I don't want this, I don't want that. I'll default that. But I think I'll actually... No, because there's a fair bit of room in the middle here. We'll probably keep that alley zone, but some of these alleys I'll just put fences on, like Justin suggested. Like this stretch here. I think that might be too shiny, but I like the look of that. Doesn't look like it's saving the zone though. It's removing blocks. Then, like, I mean, it would stop them from building there, but. I think we are going to have to default to the tool here to actually... Yep, see, that recovered some blocks there. I like that fence, though. I do like that fence, though. Try to get it right up against the sidewalk there. It's a narrow walkway. So that might be nice. Oliver Street. There we go here. And then I think this place would also have an alley. Maybe it would cut straight through here. The roads are so close to the fence. Okay, well, we can... There's always next time, which is right now. Here. And then we just always make sure that these little fellas have to yield. Hopefully... Sneaking through here? Oh yeah, look at that, that's nice. Elizabeth Street. And then these would be a low speed limit. Well, they are already low. I think they're like 20 miles? 15. So you do not go down this street unless you work or live there. But, I mean, because we fenced it off. In that particular road, we were able to salvage it with the zoning tool. This section right here, we want to try to tidy up with a fence. I guess we would just block the zone, right? There might be some potential here, but I'm not blown away with what I'm seeing. There. Okay. Oh, okay, I had to place it. I couldn't move it. I had to place it really in there. But I think if I break it and then move it, it'll remember its place. See, I blocked this other tile by accident. There. So now I should be able to... Perfect. put some fence over here as well. What am I doing? I shouldn't be fencing the road. I should be fencing off the lot, and that would make it a lot easier. We're going to do that right here, for example. Like this. Almost. Put something there, maybe. 60% of the time it works every time, but that wasn't a bad alley. Most of the zoning was preserved in a way I'm comfortable with. A lot of nice 2x2s we can leverage. Not over the moon with this, but I can't really fix it. I think it's the elevation. Okay. Subway station might get moved. That was just to get people into the harbor district. Alright, and then we have to... You know what, I'm just gonna... Like I said, we're gonna lay out the roads, and then we'll just ruin it by running train tracks, and that'll be a fun little challenge that'll hopefully make Harbor Town look a little more organic, because, you know, maybe this was built before with, like, the fishmongers and where they lived, and then, you know, we invented the choo-choo train, this became factories, and they paved over some of it. But then they also had to, like, jam the train tracks into the old town. They couldn't build around it. It's those stories that help the neighborhoods form. Remember Rockfield? Let's go look at Rockfield. Remember Rockfield? Delightful little farming town. And then, yeah, I think we said this was maybe an old riverbed they ended up running the train through. So I don't know why they would have that otherwise. That would also make the bridge make sense. So yeah, I think we'll do that. An old riverbed. Which doesn't really make any fucking sense because the lake's all the way over there, but... That's the story we're gonna go with. I can see some potential on the fence thing, because we're doing this, like, weird industrial, ploppable shit, it might give us some interesting character. And then I kind of want Harbor Town to bleed out onto Harbor Way here quite a bit. Which is a shame, it's going to be tricky. Unless I buy I think this is 2 separate tiles. Because it's like, oh, we could slowly flatten this mountain and pretend it's not so tall and build the Harbor Town up into it. But for now, the collector's right against the cliffside, so we can't really do a lot here, unfortunately. These fucking temporary tram lines are going to be fucking driving me crazy. Let's try to unpause it, see if they come the fuck down. But they don't. Let's just delete the tram line. The Harbor Tram should get this out of my fucking sight. Harbor Tram, goodbye. And then I guess we've also got the harbor buses. Harbor East, goodbye. And Harbor West, goodbye. So a bunch of people can't make it to the bus station, they'll complain about that, but now we don't have that shit in our way, and then this fucking tram line, they're just waiting. Only one more tile left? What do you mean? I think based on this is we can buy this, which will get us most of Harbor Town actually, but then it'll just be a sheer cliff here. We probably want all these 3. It's a little hilly here in Harbor Town. We might have to do some pretty aggressive landscaping because I think some of those nice factories will attach to each other, like the super block. think maybe we'll have a way into Harbor Town up here, and then I kind of want a way here or here, which is trouble asking to happen. Only once more to buy, and I have 9. We have a mod, Justin, so that once I get to 72,000 people, I can buy every tile on the map. And so we actually have more. We'll have more room to build in the game naturally allows. Because yeah, it lets you buy 9 or something, but when you buy like 81 tiles altogether. Obviously, we will not be making an 81 tile city, but it'll be nice to have some more free reign. The police station, it's in my fucking way. I like the hub. I like the hub being there. I think we can just reimagine how many buses actually come all the way to the hub. Because I think as long as you catch the subway here, that's enough coverage. Ooh, Harbor Town. That it's actually kind of dense. I don't think we need to fuck with the fences here, but this place could use an alley for a little more coverage. This is, I guess that would only make it a 4-way, but all these alleys will definitely yield or even have a stop sign. To avoid some real shitty traffic. Wish I didn't have so many 4-ways, because an asymmetrical really only benefits itself on a 3-way. And we made it too short, so we can't really leverage the asymmetrical if you are in a single stretch. I think we'll double back to... then we'll lose the little bushes. I think we'll just have to revert. It defaulted to ground tool. This. And then this color, I think. Oh, fuck you, space already occupied. So we will lose our little grass median, but I guess maybe there wouldn't be an abundance of greenery. I feel the bushes would be easier to maintain, you know, just like, I don't know, plant some succulents or something. Help fancy the place up for tourists.
Any music from antiquity, you're thinking
but maybe it's the history that people come to experience.
At 88.4. As for the classics, practically all the music you hear
I'm not sure if it's defaulting to it or if I'm pressing a button.
Thanks for listening.
Control plus left arrow. Yeah, I don't do that. I don't do that. Harbor Town's pretty jumping. Maybe these blocks will start to get bigger and bigger as we move away from the as we move further and further away from the water. They'd have less dense paths for the workshops, and then it would just be like big blocks of where the fishermen would live. It's a nice, interesting shape. Run an alley through here, diagonal. It almost looks like one could squeeze in here, but some of these can be pedestrian footpaths if you think we can really finagle in some walkability. finale there again. And then we get these little... It's actually pretty British too as we get towards more of a contemporary city center. I like it. For this though, I kind of want this node to be over here. Let's see if we can pull that off. Our friend. Move it. And I can. Beautiful. Intersection here, maybe? No, we really can't do that because these guys need a way to get between the overpasses. So that's just an interesting block shape there. Harbor Town's looking good. Now this is the tricky part, is how we get it into Federal Square in the old city, and I'm actually going to leverage this side of the street. This isn't going to be just like a strip mall that you drive into, as we probably have to get some sort of elegant way for them in. I mean, I could have a right turn only one. Actually, you know what? I will do. I want to do like a one-way right turn only. Well, sorry, I could do a. This. No, not that. No, don't curve. I guess you could curve. So something like this, but you can only turn left and you can only turn right. So we sort of absorb a tiny bit of traffic that would otherwise come through another way in. And that might also help the buses come and go, so I really like this actually. Let's get some different trees on it though. And the color needs to change to this fella. And then I want road tree 1, we'll say. Spacing 16, 15. And then road tree 1, spacing 16. Now the problem is this crosswalk's going to be way too fucking busy. But people need a way off. Hang on, do they? Do they though, actually? Snapping the ground tool. Phew. So I guess we can give them a ramp down to here, but then it would also continue on its way. Okay. I think we just need a way down on this side. Oops. Because we have to go over the road, let's raise this a little bit actually. How high are you? You're pretty high. So we'll use you as our guide. That was pretty high. might be a little too high. A bit of a gentle incline for this next part. Because, you know, we got people with wheelchairs or bum knees that want to take this path into the little shopping district we have over there. Okay, this is quite the ascent that you find yourselves in. I want it to almost feel like you're not going up at all. Of course, we can't. Actually, I wonder if the road toolkit will have our back here. That's find it tool. That's something else. Okay. Yeah, will this work? Get out of my fucking way. Holy shit, I think it will. Give me a nice gentle slope. Wow, I did not expect this would be the case. So the worst ascent is we have 8.5 right here, so let's see. 4.3 all the way, look at that. That is beautiful. Now we just need to get these people down to the sidewalk. Well, there's a node right there. That might just be good enough. Oh, there's a node right there too. Beautiful. So then I just want this to be much... I'm actually going to remove the trees because they're... Yeah, I think we can fuck with the spacing so they don't go up against the path here, but let's get this node closer. So it looks like it's a little more flush with the road. But you know, I think we can do this. And then that gets them over that one. So let's try to slope tool even more here. Because I think if I can take advantage of this node as well, we can get a lot more of a grade. Because what did it average us out to? 4 degrees? I wonder if we take this, we can even get a better grade. I mean, really, we can come all the way from here. A 2.9. Oh, wow. It's like you don't even know you're going up. Perfect. And then let's try to space these trees out a little bit more. I actually really like this, how it's 3 on one side and 4 on the other. But it'll delete the path if we do that. Never mind. Fuck it. Happy accident. The trees do have room. This crosswalk needs to go. Nope, nope, nope. And then we can just do a little bit of painting here. And then we can do that sort of wacky, like there's a median. Might be a little hard to do the stripes to match the existing median. Seems to be solid as well. There we go. Now we just gotta hope that we can get the right angle so it kind of matches the other median. The spacing will be tricky, I think. Looks a little narrow, maybe, but the step is what the problem is. But this might also not be a good idea. Oh. So yeah, you would turn into Harbor Town or out of Harbor Town. For some reason, he's allowed to turn again. I don't like that. And then people might not actually like this intersection. This might just be for service vehicles. Which is a shame because I didn't make it a tram road. The tram a tram would cause us to lose the median. I kind of wish I could paint tram over any road rather than just tram specific roads, but I guess a tram road does need electric access, doesn't it? So I can't just slam it down here. So that's one way out of Harbor Town. It's actually the only way out of Harbor Town right now. But it gets you in. This road's actually not long enough. I would have preferred it to be an asymmetrical. So if you come into Harbor Town, you've got your work cut out for you if you're turning into traffic. So maybe you'd have to come this way. No, I think if I try to do that where I try to keep them out of traffic, they'll eventually have to turn into traffic. So that'll never work. So we still need to get these guys in. The roundabout's great, but the problem is if you put a connection here, it'll become a fucking disaster. This one's already kind of a busy intersection, so maybe just this? But then we'd be going over right after we went under. We do need to get out of Harbor Town on this side, though. I don't mind this intersection. I hope that's wide enough. As long as we keep that a three-way, at least it won't be a huge traffic jam. The other good thing about all these blocks is we can hopefully avoid that weird, I don't know what it feels like, the pressure built up and everyone got trapped in this one block loop. But that was also a lot of 2 lanes. Hopefully the 4 lanes will help stop that. I really feel that they need to get away to Federal Square somehow. But it'll be a lot of traffic I don't want. Is that rail line going somewhere? Yep, it's going to go in here somewhere, Justin. We'll force it in. And then redo the roads around it. Actually, I wonder, maybe I should try to do like an old-timey train station. No, wait, none of my train stations that are old-timey are actually for cargo, are they? I was thinking about how maybe I should have had a passenger line for Rockfield into Stinkenheim and then out to Farthington. Because I think with the intercity... Oh, that might be a cargo one. This might be interesting. It costs fucking $2,000, but it's kind of neat. And I mean, we're going for an old-timey district, right? Let's try this one. Let's try this one and accommodate it. It's called Test Cargo 2, which is a great sign for your building when it's called Test Cargo 2. We'll call it the old cargo terminal for now. But now we do need to get over the fucking train track. Into there without looking too dope. bit of a elevation for some reason. These trees are in my way.
You're listening to the classics.
I feel this turn might be a little too sharp. We could end the ditch a bit earlier, I suppose. It's weird that some of these trees clip through because I don't have prop energy on. Okay. Seems like a bit of a disaster with all these bridges trying to merge into each other. It looks interesting. Might be able to node manager that slope. Try to get a bit of a curve here, sort of kind of look like they're playing along with each other. Sort of just this innermost one. There we go. That's a terrible fucking junction with just 2 train tracks, but too late. It's the old train junction. H boosing. Could be H training, but okay. Alright, so now we've just made a huge chunk of the harbor district untraversable. We have to go around, but of course, again, we're building around it, so this road would probably be accommodating the train station, or maybe you think that we would have just industry right up against it, and I think we would. Some of those fancy warehouses. At that 4 squares, actually, how big are these warehouses? Because that's the most important shape we need to know. They're 4 deep. Perfect. We're right up against it. That is going to look fucking sharp. I don't like this angle, actually, so... There we go. Come on. Bit of a crack there, but we can move it to cover that up. Perfect. Well, I don't know if it's perfect. We gotta build the fucking place still. Oh, hey, look, it defaulted to ground. We know the hotkey now, though. Control left. Oh, fuck you. Not using ground, huh? Actually, that's fine, because we might not build right up against... Ugh. Joke's on you, though. We can use the zoning tool. Well, hang on. We can also force ground, my old nemesis. There we go. Problem solved. And then we'll use the zone tool here, though. Huh, that's really fucking weird. It thinks it should put something there. That's really fucking weird. Whatever, let's not get too caught up on it. Now, how are we going to leverage this last little chunk? Maybe another connection. That might be too many, though. But again, it's kind of spaced, and maybe if they're that close, people just wouldn't really use it. So let's give it a larf. If I'm wrong, we can make this a bus-only line or something. it's the size of a regular road, so we can retrofit it with something else later. But for now, we'll leave it as this 4-lane. We'll fix the zoning again. And then this would definitely be that rock field, gravel with shrubbery all around here. Probably all this too. Hospital right next to the train tracks and motorways and one. You know what? We're actually going to scrap this section as well. So this would also be some of this train land, which means there's a lot less traffic here, so we can... I really want to make this a connector. A connection. You know what? If it's a connector hitting it... Well, it's the problem is it's a connector hitting and a connector which is hitting connectors, but I think maybe we should have a thoroughfare road that goes through Harbor Town. This one here. That gets you out to the train station. This train station is just a line. It's a terrible connection. So we need people to go here, and, well, really just this loop. So we just need to give them away onto Cooper Street. Which could be an alley. I mean, an alley's better than turning around, but let's give them a fucking really fugly alley. No. Yeah, we'll have to make do with this. Just snap onto this one for me. And then turn off the zone. I forgot the zoning kills the coloring, but it's just coloring. We don't have any bushes or anything on them now. Okay. I think we're almost done, and then... Yeah, this would be landscaped, I think. I think Harbor Town will go right up to Federal Square. Maybe one more block. Some factories right on this side. The train station would be just wonderful. That's the bulldoze tool. What the fuck am I doing? So, most of this would be junk. Some pretty cozy intersections over here, which might be a problem. Let's try this, actually. Well, no, because then when we come into Harbor Town, this wouldn't be a thoroughfare. Oh, maybe. It's kind of a big block if we do this. I thought that was a fallen tree, but it's just a bunch of people. I forgot all about that. That's too much open space. I don't like that. I like that. And then this is kind of open, but I mean maybe it would be a little more roomy as we get closer to the city. And then I want something here, but I think maybe this could be shopping with just footpath access. Not even the zonable pathways. Actually, looks like I killed the zoning over here too, darn. I wanna... maybe just some dead ends. Maybe just some dead ends. Because I'd like a little bit of access here for shops and such. Yeah, just like a sort of little plaza that you walk into. Okay. Very dangerous intersection, but this would just be for local commercial traffic. That might be okay, and then we'll give them some alleys. Mostly these guys need an alley. It's kind of fucking fugly. That's mostly going to be a driving through alley. That would be footpath access, and then this would be footpath access. This would be footpath access, and then this would be commercial. This would be railway land. Okay. Let's get cracking on the footpath access. Nope. Fuck. So they can't get there right from the overpass, which is a shame, but they can still get over there. Bit of landscaping here. This is actually it kept most of that intact, which is interesting. Alright, well. This is kind of shitty, but I think you're just too fucking big, ain't you? Yep, there we go. That reconciled it a bit. That might be hand-placed shit later. I don't like that so close to the slip lane. You would really want to be that fucking close. And then, yeah, there's a bit of fugly shit here, which will maybe landscape depending on how it fills in. This as well. I don't know what you're gonna attach to, homie. I don't know how you got over there. Good commercial density there, though. These guys right in a crosswalk for a good angle. Just going to chew up a lot of the zones here. That's fine. This can be like a little park because we are right by the roundabout, which is a shame. I feel that I have way too much landscaping in my roundabouts. But just the way you zone things in this game, it's not like you can have the curved buildings around the roundabout look sharp. It's important to have your town look sharp. This is the perfect place for pedestrian access because they can get to this mall from over here. Okay. Shopping area here. I would love to make Harbor District leisure, but leisure looks shit. All low. Well, I mean, low density would suit Harbor Town, but there's like 5 buildings for the leisure specialization. I'd roundabout builder up at some point. Oopsie. Yeah, this is good. Yeah, this worked out. I think it looks nice. But let's not get too carried away yet in placing things, because we need the lower harbor front still, which I want a boat museum and shit, remember, so we have to probably carve up some land for that. So this part isn't going to be as big as you might think. We're going to lose a bit of the shoreline, and then we also have to merge into Riverside here. And this is tricky actually, because there should be a way to get from upper to lower Harbor Town, but then we cut through a connector. So we come out here, which is technically a 3-way because the tram goes off here on its own. Probably right here, but then we're back where we were, right? Because for starters, this brings you into Harbor Town at a 3-way. Already, which I fucking don't like. So I think we're gonna have to scrub Lewis Street. Well, we can make it an alley, sir. We can make it an alley. Well, we're gonna lose Lewis Street here. Make that pretty straight, and then you do come in. That's a very short ascent. Well, it's actually a hell of an ascent. That's super short as well. So we really just want people turning and go. I think we can make that work. I think we can make that work. Let's fucking delete this junction from the fucking face of the earth, though. Holy shit, get out of here. Our friend, the node controller, can help us here, I believe. Or sorry, the road toolkit. Get out of the way. You're not on ground. Got a nice gentler descent there. Like 1.4 degrees is pretty nice. That's a lot more manageable. Thank you, Road Toolkit. You've done it again. This is like a really gross. I almost feel like this should just be 2 slip lanes and not a 4-way, but maybe, no, you know, 4-lane going into a 3-way intersection I think is a lane for everybody, so that's perfect. It's just very short, so if there's like any traffic flow, you're going to start plugging up Harbor Way, which is not ideal, but this is different from the other harbor town. This is not the only way in. You can come in through here, you can come in through here. You can come in through Federal Square, but Federal Square is pretty popular. I don't want that to be the main way in. But there is a way in here. We might need to reimagine this, which is we can just scoop up this triangle and have it like connect another way. It takes up less space. That actually gave us some decent density for the industrial, so I'll not put an alley in there.
Where we harp on the chordists and flout the flautists.
Okay, Lower Harbor Town now, though, and we do want to connect with Riverside. But first off, let's try to, I don't know what this fucking divot in the ground is here. A little bit of terraforming. I have a lot of soil left, so whatever. Smooth up a bit. Not a lot, just enough to make it not look super dopey. It's quite the rise. Alright, sea walls. Well, it's a key. This is a key. But we want this, we wanted the one with the stairs, because then we can make it look like the docks serve a purpose. We want this one. Now, can we go inland? Lose a bit of the coast? And we can pop out a bit? No, we can't. Oopsie. We might need to terraform this part of it. But I do like that we pop in a bit. So let's try to accommodate that. I like that we would pop in for a bit and then pop out a little bit and then square back off. That's what I want for Harbor Town. And then because it's the shoreline though, it's gonna be really fucking hard to get a good slope tool. Elevation. This is also gonna flood in and maybe just wash over part of Riverside. But this would maybe be like the man-made part of the river that they widened to line up their fishing harbors and shit. Let's try that. Actually, maybe this would be really square. Maybe they would not fuck around with this part. I made that too long because we need some space to square out. Back to the... That's good. But then this is too low. And the key doesn't like it. think we might be able to use the move it tool to just hobo elevate things. Yeah, oh, there's a bit of a problem there. Yeah, it's probably going to flood Riverside, which will be a problem, but you're absolutely right, Justin. There's going to be some engineering fun when we unpause here. And then we would probably cap this off with a rock like we did over by Delta. Let's see what we're in for. Looks like the water's actually having trouble rising over there. It's not quite flooding, but we're in the fucking danger zone right here. What this... Well, that's neat. Let's get that filled in. Probably should have leveled more terrain before we started slamming down these walls high. I think that, well, there's your problem. No wonder the fucking water can't make it in. Okay, so this is probably going to be leveled to about here, I'd say. Something around here-ish. I want a bigger brush and a very strong brush. It's going to be a bit of an ascent up to Harbor Way, which worries me. I wonder if maybe I should just sink Harbor Way because we have the wall there already. It's like we unearthed some more artifacts from the old Federal Square. On the upside, it did actually. Looks like we still need to lower this a little bit. This really fucks with the vibe of Harbor Town if the water can't flow up here. There she goes. I think we're fine now. Except for this. I think we're fine now. Okay. So that's where I want the harbor to go, but then we still have to actually place the fishing harbors. There needs to be room for a ferry stop. It's going to be pretty fucking jam-packed over here, frankly. But for now, we'll start with this wall, and then we'll slowly have to chip away at it to add things. Let's start with this wall. No, not traffic manager. We'll start with the wall here. And this gives us these little stairwells for fuck you. God damn it, I forgot that we can't fucking swap out seawalls. So we're gonna fucking play it, huh? Already flatten the terrain to my heart's content. So I'll just build it right back. I didn't put the stairs on it, that's why it looks weird. Son of a bitch. Alright, stairs, no walkway that you're allowed to walk on. There's still the walkway, because otherwise the stairs don't go anywhere. Right. Wall. There. There's our harbor. Alright, and then I need pier. which is for all. And then I think it's this one. This is the end of the warehouse. It must be placed roadside. So what we do is we do place it roadside, but then we use the move it tool. And then we place it wherever we want. For example, this one might be right here. Now we have a problem where we're, what's this? Just a bit of a dent in the rail here. That's interesting. This isn't ideal because that walkway's in my way. Might be able to place a key with no railing, and then, yep, perfect. Simple seawall with no railing. Here. So then we've got a bit of a harbor building there, which. Whoa, no game. This is considered some sort of public transportation building, but we're just going to turn it off. I think whoever modded it made it do that, so they can make it function the way they want to in the game. Alright, so then we need a fishing harbor, which these look like shit. I think I modded some in, but they're not going to be too hot. Okay, well. Fish. Got a little fishing harbor here. This one goes right on the edge. Do we have any that extend out wharves? You know what? We don't, unfortunately. Because... they're up too high, see? Another problem is... fishing harbors... they have to be placed roadside and they come with their own road, and it's fucking ugly. This is why I don't go fishing. I like to have the boats in the river, but the actual art of get this shit. It's just really hard to get things along the waterfront city skylines because they're so high from the water line they make no sense. But if they're under the water line, the building floods in them. They refuse to work. So I think our waterfront's actually just going to be for show, which is a real shame. Whoops, don't do that, don't do that. We can fiddle with these later using move it. Basically like a little place to tie off your boat at each stairwell. Because of the way the wall curves and these piers are obviously straight, we won't be doing any connecting of them, but give it a little bit of charm. I don't have any ploppable boats. I wish I did. I might look for some boats, just some boat props that we can have out and about. But there you go. So there you go. It kind of looks like maybe some boatish shit was happening out here. Ah, Christ, we do need the passenger ferry, which is fucking colossal. Ferry depot, this would be out in the wilderness. Well, not the wilderness, it'd be up by Farlington. We can't waste space and thinking time with this. Ferry stop, ferry pier. A large ferry stop with room for 2 ferries. Wow. That's cool. Part of the modular pier set, the train can get in there. We just want a ferry pier, which is going to be fucking colossal, unfortunately. It would be really neat. This does have to go. Ooh. We could do this. So it looks like this is part of like an old ferry depot. Before you can play stops and piers, you'll need to have a depot. Shut up. That doesn't work because the ferries need to stop on each side of it. We'll never fucking mind that. I think we can make this work, but much like that goddamn fucking fish harbor, it's got this shitty little 2-lane street that we can't modify in any way.
Good to have you back. I've got an email from a listener.
You know what? I am
who
going to
asks
try to
you
shoehorn a
only
fishing
play
harbor in
ancient
here.
Music, play something new. Well,
This
concerned
one.
listener, I think you are confused. We don't play any music.
There goes the
from
city
an
building. We're working on the new
Our
harbor town.
rival Plato 88.
Which, let's hope it works, right?
88.4. As for the classics, practically all the music you
think I
hear
do
is
want a
quite
fishing
recent, from
harbor,
the last
fishing
400
harbor,
years. Thanks for
A
listening.
fish farm. Actually, maybe they would have switched to something more sustainable. But then you're blocking the ferry. So maybe not. I have a lot of fish farm stuff. We can make a seaweed farm one day. An algae farm. Tuna. This is a salmon in the river, so we'll have to catch 250,000 fish, and then we can slap down a salmon harbor. But for now, we have a generic fishing harbor. As you can see here, where we widen the river for the harbor, that actually lets the anchovy to breed, but the main river is salmon. They modify these nodes? Are these real roads? Nope, it's part of the fucking building. Gaudy building. Well, let's start to connect in. Can I? No, you are just really fucking in there. You are stuck right in there, huh? Buildings. Train stations have the same. Actually, no, this train station didn't have that problem. The stock train station does. No, wait. I think the stock train station just needs to be on the road. Yeah, this fucking. I need to have a road with me. There's so many fucking buildings that don't need to have a road with them. Like the warehouse also dispenses trucks. It doesn't come attached to a road. So there's a bit of a harbor here. Not as action-packed as you probably would like. Let's see if I can sink this a bit just to get it a little bit closer to the water line. Because these boats are going to make no fucking sense. We'll do that. Or something like this. Actually, that's not too bad. That's a lot closer. It's not perfectly close, but that is a lot closer. But then now, like, this pier doesn't really make any sense. See you, man. Let's try if I can. I don't think I can. I'd really like to something like this. Whoa, don't do that, don't do that. Something like this, so it looks like that's how you get in. I think we can actually make that work. We do this. And then there's an additional pier, which is no railing. Nope. Shit. You're in my fucking way. Get out of here. Get out of here. God damn it, no. No! Every time I try to grab the little one, it's like, do you mean this fella? Why would I mean this fella? Why in God's name would I mean this fella? That'll pass. That'll pass. But then let's put another one over here. This guy I think will be a lot lower. And a water line there. Really, most of these are too high up. I feel this ferry pier is actually. I like this. I like this upper pier, lower pier thing we have going on. Absolutely. Actually, this road. This is way too far from the water. I might be able to bring you out to sea a bit, as it were. Not ideal, but that does cover up the stairs, which is a bit of a headache. Then we can actually try to merge you up with this. You're too high. Get the fuck down. I wish there was a way to rotate with the move it tool on the keyboard, and I bet there is. I just don't know what it is. It's control. Problem solved. How many mods did I drop in? Oh, I don't even know. I got a lot of shit bouncing around, that's for sure. I think we'll probably also have the pier go all the way over here, just to really make it look dockish. And then the tricky part here might be actually filling in this little spot without making everything else look dumb. No, that was actually pretty painless. So it kind of looks like you could go along here. You literally can't. Pedestrians will never go down here, but that'll be our little secret. Okay, and then I think I want another one right here. This one will have a bend in. That is perfect. Fortunately, the stairs stick out a tiny bit, but what if? I think I can center the fishing harbor or services as stopping. I can center this a little bit. Cover it up, perfect. So now we have the ferry stop with its associated wharfs. We've got this. This is just for show. This does nothing. We've got a fishing harbor. And then here or here would probably be the boat museum one day. There's our old waterfront. That is a fucking very steep hill and I don't like it, but I said we were going to lower Harbor Way, didn't we? Let's get to lowering. This is going to be a messy move it lower. Yeah, shit, because of this fucking thing here. It's going to be a very steep drop, and this is actually the part we need to flat. Fuck, this might not work actually. But I don't want to delete Harbor Way because that might compromise the seawall. Whoops! Who's this droopy lad I missed? There we go. That's yeah. We gotta actually delete the road. I think we can pull this off still though. So we're pretty much flattening all up to this. Oh no. The seawall won't play nice. I think if I drag the road against it, it will. But for now... That's the edge of the map, so we can't really level there too easily without making it look dopey. And there's a bit of terrain dopiness I'm not too happy about here, but... And then, oh, ground tool? I fucking don't think so, actually. Gotcha. How does this fucking... Stop that. Stop that. 6. This is not -6. Who did this? God damn it. How in God's name? It's not a tunnel.
Thanks for listening to the classics. Your
What have I
home for the
done?
best works of the great masters.
Looks like it kind of smartened up here. We just gotta shimmy things back out. Oh, no. Damn it. It's because everyone was, it was a connected node grab I was doing there. Okay. I mean, maybe not though. Maybe we would have buildings. No, you would walk right up against the seawall. You wouldn't have a building up against it. This is bad, but this other shit doesn't seem too awful. This is a bit of a junky slope though. Get my friend, the toolkit. This is a fucking just delightfully powerful mod. Let's try this. Let's go all the way. Well, no, because then it'll flatten this all out and then that'll be weird. Okay. Bit of a wall here, but... So now we just gotta fill this in, and you know, this part of Riverside is by extension kind of fucking fugly, so... There's just a shitty little strip mall we had near the library. There's some density right near the off-ramp I don't care for. That's the fire station? Okay. Riverside doesn't get a lot of traffic, so we're actually going to move you in. There. So some stuff here would be wonderful. And start Harbor Town, and then how are we doing for time? You know what? I think it's really just going to be Harbor Town today. I wanted to get started on New Stenchburg. I wanted to try a highway connection I saw, because we'll probably. I like this. I would like to make this a nicer looking trumpet, but we'll keep that. But I do want to run a connection through here that would go through Stenchburg and then go to this cloverleaf. And that's actually going to be a nicer cloverleaf. Might even nudge it over a little bit more now that we have all this land, but yeah. Maybe it's weird to have this many highway connections so close together. That's three exits, pretty dense once I add it. But yeah, like a trumpet here that would go through Stenchburg, and then keep the cloverleaf. But then I think I'd have like a fancier version of this. I think I can make a more elegant version of this so people don't get in each other's way so easily. And holy shit, they are already. What am I looking at here, fellas? They're merging where they well, they're turning where they shouldn't be. Okay. So you go here. That's a little better. It looks just like the turning lane part. It got blown out a tiny bit. I don't like this road. This road's really fat. I'm a little proud of this because I winged it, but I feel there's a way to make it nicer. We might come back. I might look up. Downloading the interchanges was maybe not the smartest idea because then we're not learning anything, but I should probably look up some interchanges and how to make them and maybe get a feel for how they flow. Love this turbine, though. We'll probably keep this guy. I don't like this being a double bridge, though. I kind of want to make this... I kind of want to merge this into a 4-lane and then just make it a bridge. Let's see if I can do that right now, actually. Let's take a break from Harbor Town. Can I get a nice American... Or it doesn't need to be American, but a nice 4-laner. Ah, European 6-lane stone bridge. This is perfect. Always be a bridge. Whoa! Just a little detour. Partway, fellas. Be careful. Try this. It's a nice bridge, but I feel maybe that's rudely low for boat traffic. So let's go like 6 or 7 or an 8 or 8 meters. That's enough for small boats. We don't allow like ferries or cargo transport down that river. But yeah, a fishing boat. A ferry might get under there, but like a container ship's not getting through there, and that's okay. So then we would just give these guys 3-laners. This would be Forest Ground. Simpliness, there we go. And then we would just node toolkit or a nice array. Where do we go? And we gotta get our friend, old Slopey. That a nice turn. Seems like this one doesn't. Ah, whatever. Oh, look at that, I can make a match. Oh, wow. I should have done that. That's fucking sharp. So now we have a nice contiguous bridge. We'd want a very nice median there. Actually, maybe even put those little Japanese don't crash into me barrels and fucking well, if it isn't my old friend, the illegal U-turn. Don't you fucking dare. Whoops. Take a break from Harbor Town some more. A little medium demarcation. A nice historic bridge here. You know what? A double solid really helps mask that that's not a very good curve. What was it, 37 degrees on these we agreed on? That is nice, I like this. And even the shoulder slips in there pretty nice. There we go. Look at that. I don't like this though. I think we can just do this though. Ah, fuck, that's ugly. Because the bridges hate traffic manager. But it's a compromise we'll have to take. We're not really going to look at this bridge too much up close. Wow, that looks dumb. Are you not going the right way? Is that the problem? No, it's going the right way. Oh, wait. So you're going this way. Yep, okay, that's what it was. And this way. You don't turn though, but I guess it can say like Farthington up ahead of this turbine. Okay. I see some turns. And if you're an expert driver, it's illegal because I'm the mayor and I say so. That's what makes it illegal. We do things a little bit different in Stinkenheim, thank you. This one merged a little weird when I was drawing it, so as you can see the median's got a bit of a curve to it, because the roads aren't straight. Ooh, you're not actually... There you go. There you go. Another 37 degrees on that. And that is our new bridge. I really like that. Everyone just get on the bridge magically. Perfect. Oh, crosswalks. So they're being fucking crybabies. I don't know if I should go. You're allowed to block it. It's just a goddamn bridge. The bridge does have a sidewalk on it, but that's just for show. By nature of the bridge asset. Get going. There they go. Submerging I don't care for, most notably here. Wow. That's a problem for later. That's a problem for later. I like the look of the bridge, though, but they are real cunts about driving on it. Okay, hang on here. I don't want any merging on this bridge. And then... yeah, just stay where you are. Just fucking stay where you are. There we go. That's actually a lot of traffic, too. I'm guessing that's just people that want to come into Farthington. Sorry, this is probably, yeah, people coming to drop shit off in Stinkenheim because I deleted the train station. Ooh, I bet these are tourists. Yeah, it is. It is. They're actually not really coming into the town. Actually, they might be passing through to Rockfield. Yeah, it's only a problem because everybody that wants to fucking turn in wants to do it right here. So we have some merging trouble. We'll worry about that later. I'm glad we got that bridge done. So Harbor Town's kind of zoned up. We won't have time to do landscaping, but I would like to landscape this next time. That mall filled out. Let's get Lower Harbor Town drawn up, and then yeah, we have to get people into Lower Harbor Town. Is the problem. For now, we can leverage on we can lean on the fact that it's part of Riverside. These roads are fucking me here. There's nothing I can do about it. There's nothing I can do about it because of this goddamn... This would just... We'd have to paint this all. We'd have to paint all this pavement and decorate it somehow. That's gonna fucking be fugly. Would you? Just paint yourself, Jesus. Oh, don't do it that big, but like a 30 maybe. There we go. There we go. There. Some accidental paving over there I'll have to worry about later. And then yeah, I don't know what we put here. Probably just shipping containers and stuff to maybe make it look busy. Go with our 4-laners for now. Ugh. Again, let's just kind of keep it British. This is where some of the factories would be. I think it's really just going to be one road, so we can get some decent sized blocks for buildings. Well, that's fucking gross. Please stop. Why the fuck you snapping, Dobie? What do you think you're looking for here? This is shit. We're just gonna have to zone into a part of that. I don't even want to play the fence game with that. So this is the edge of Riverside here. So we won't have any more residential. I think a little bit of shopping and then some industry, and then the noise won't get over here to the houses. We actually have a lot of... No wonder Riverside's half abandoned still. It's all residents, but there's no residential demand. Interesting that our cash flow just fucking plummeted here, though. zoning there. I really don't want to deal with it right now. And then this part of Harbor Way is just still the highway, so we should probably back onto it a little bit up this way. Actually, wow, this is just all hill. We can completely gut that and just give them pathways.
You're listening to the classics, the home of music that looks as good on paper as it sounds when played
There we
through
go.
a
So
note.
nothing's actually along this. This is just like driving past the backs of buildings, which is a little bit of a shame, but I don't really think I can recover it otherwise. So they'd have footpaths. This is where you would come into Harbor Town, and then you'd come out through Riverside as the other side. We learned last time we don't want just one way into a neighborhood, or it becomes a bottleneck for all your traffic. This is looking nice enough. But Harbor Town needs to come in from here. Here. And this is good. That's the way in. And then this. That's Harbor Town. And then, you know, I think we might wrap up soon. I think we might just quit while we're ahead on this nice Harbor Town layout, and then we can really focus tomorrow on actually filling it in, because it's going to be a lot of decoration. I don't want to... You know what? No, we'll decorate this, and then we'll call it. We'll get the train station sorted. Yep, Snot, I feel that it's easy to get into it when you start to tell yourself stories about the different parts of the city. I'm going to say this is also part of the train station. Maybe this is like some parkland that we can sort of develop a little bit. Like just a nature area with like a pathway through it. But this will be not zoned. It definitely got overwhelming if you saw. I don't know how much you've been watching, but this whole first town got bulldozed at one point, and we rebuilt the whole fucking thing, so I'd say it's very easy to get overwhelmed by the traffic side of things. Because really, a lot of city games, or simulation games in general, become traffic simulators, and they're your biggest enemy. How did I recover from that level of bulldozing? I had a huge nest egg. We had like $8 million when we did it. So we were just massively in the red while we waited for people to move back in. This is all industry, but we'll make it some tiny, quaint industry. If such a thing is possible. I'll say over to here, everything past that belongs to the railroad. And then here, we've also got some... This will be a little tricky, because this is the people trying to drop shit off. I want to say maybe a warehouse should be here, or maybe a warehouse would be here. Actually, this is good. Got this big chunk of land. That's the perfect place for a warehouse. Actually, let's do that before I forget. Not that, that's too big. Not that, that's too big. This is good. This... And then one of these just about fits and looks good. Tiny bit of overlap just so we don't kill any zoning. I don't know why these fences look so wavy. It's not the terrain. Maybe it's just a trick of the eye when I'm zoomed out. Just does not look like a... I don't think Union men made that fence. Looks a little off. There's some commercial storehouses there. And then it'll just be hard to get a feel for where these fences are. Because I don't want to... Sorry. I don't want to fence it off, but they would help me gauge where the zoning ends. I'm going to say right all the way up to here. Lose a bit of land, but I mean the railway would mean some space for its railway shit, even though I don't decorate it appropriately. That's good. And then, whoa, don't do that, please. Oh shit, that's not coming back. Put that back up, please. That's just an oopsie. I thought I was on the painting tool there. Oh, but that brush looks a little weird for dirt, but... And then, you know... This is a collector. I don't know what we do here, though. This might be... We could do something here. Maybe just some storehouses. Because, I mean... actually, the houses are right there. I thought we were like, over here. Because, like, right here, you could have some, you know... Not noisy, but, like, just those weird, like, parking lots where they store propane tanks and shit. The old abandoned propane tank emptying factory. Alright, let's get our friends, the bushes. But all these trees, there will be some trees on their land. These trees. So we are losing a lot of space here, but that, whoopsie, that'll be fine. It's not like he's a taxpayer, right? We're losing a lot of land here, but that also will sort of alleviate too much traffic coming out of here. Because that was the problem last time with Harbor Town, is there's not a ways in and out, there's not a lot of ways in and out, and everybody fucking wanted to go there, because it was the only way to get cargo, unless you go through Stenchburg, and a lot of our public transportation hubs in here. So bushes. And right when the platform ends is when it's just wilderness. Really like how we did this in Rockfield, so we'll take that same approach where it's just like the dirt is ringed with some low growth. We said this was going to be part of the city, so this would be like kind of like a, not a fancy park, but some open greens. Well, it's not green space at all, but you're allowed to come out here and play football or walk your dog. Let's get some 10 trees though to cover their ditch they don't want people fucking around in. Break that up a little bit, because we never really addressed how we were going to handle this ditch without making it stand out like a fucking sore thumb, and that kind of helps. I like that. If I was smart, I would just place these bushes on like the freeform tool or something, but I'm dumb. So you can come here, and you know what? I think I actually want to. Maybe this is part of Federal Square. Get rid of this. Give them a nice crossover walk, because actually a pedestrian overpass would solve a lot of traffic problems here, even though they have one here as well. So yeah, I'm going to make Federal Square actually extend over onto the train station land. So let's unpaint that. The bushes have to come. Well, don't have to. The bushes cover the transition because it's rather sharp and weird looking. So there you go. Some other types of bushes. Oh, commercial domain bottomed out, so it's just industrial, which is exactly what Harbor Town's for. Place is gonna fill up. Well, we're gonna plop it, and then people will flock to the empty buildings and fill positions there. Where's the cluster? Wild. Bushes are definitely a lot more sparse on this side, but I guess this is when we're kind of getting into the swing of decorating this area a little bit. There you go. Then the flower bushes to give it a little color. Some of these are placing a little oddly. I think it's because they have crop energy off. Okay. And then some bushes and rocks will really round out this line. It's really like tall bushes, not like this round cluster of leaves. Maybe a little birch tree starting to grow. I'm going to turn on prop anarchy. I feel that I could be getting some better density here if I did. The bushes look good though, so maybe not.
Good to have you back. I've got an email from a listener who asks, you only play ancient music, play something new. Well, concerned listener, I think you are confused. We don't play
cover
any
bushes
music
now.
from antiquity. You're thinking of our rival Plato 88.0 at 88.4.
Was it rocks?
As for the
That
classics,
ground cover was its own
practically
button.
all the music you hear is quite recent, from the last 400 years. Thanks for listening.
There's some ground cover there that we can use. I think something like... Oh yeah, that would actually really cover up that transition there. There's so much more sporadic stuff that I want. There it is. Looking sharp. We'll worry about the Federal Square part next time. That rock is fucking massive, though. I actually kind of like this. Maybe that's why the train tracks curve weird here. And it gives a little bit of character to this little area of Federal Square. So, yes. Oh, look at that. Came with some free foliage. Rock grab bag brush. Put a tree right next to that. Formation of sorts here. Oh no, look at that. And then we can also just run a fence along it, because that's the railroad's land. Which again would be the ore fence, because we use that elsewhere in this district, and I like the look of it. Nothing snapping. We'll use the move it tool to make that go where I want it to. Don't fucking start with me, fence. I think I can choose what I'm trying to pick, but too much shit in the way. Alright, I gave you a fucking fair shake, fence. Just don't walk through that way, children, or you're gonna be in an instructional video when you get a fucking limb cut off by the train. I think that looks pretty nice. Would look a little nicer with curved fences, but those will be a bit of a pain in the ass to plan, and we can worry about that another day. There you go. It's the old rail yard in Harbor Town. And then this will be an extension of Federal Square, so it's part of the hospital. We can have a pedestrian overpass here, and just kind of go crazy. And then we will be hand placing a lot of industrial buildings, mostly the old-timey warehouses, and making sure we get a good pick of the older brick-style factories and keeping them spaced far enough apart that they don't look weird. There's not too much repetition. And then this really worries me, but it's a pretty important road. We might have to readdress this. And then there's only 2 ways into Southern Harbor Town, but Southern Harbor Town doesn't really have a lot when you look at it, right? It's only like 3 or 4 blocks, so it practically is an extension of Riverside. And for that reason, it might also make Riverside look a little more happening, but I think it's about time to call it here. We had a short one, but I mostly wanted to finish off Harbor Town. I wasn't inspired last night, so we're back at it now. And I think it worked out. We also have that nice bridge, which has some traffic problems we'll worry about later, but let's unpause it, cause those traffic problems to bloat, and wrap it up. With the fancy view, of course. And of course, it's some fucking clowns on the highway, but so yeah. Harbor Town, which is going to be landscaping and find it tool heavy. And then I also want that highway going through Stenchburg. And then I said this time was going to be Stenchburg. Probably next time is going to be Stenchburg, I hope. Next time might be Harbor Town again. Really get it in good shape, but there's the train station. Huh. There's a car just driving down the road. That's actually kind of neat. That might actually really help with the traffic flow on that train station if they drive down it. Ah, we got that beautiful slope on the hub too, going towards the super block. I think that shopping super block I should make that its own district actually, and then we can do stuff like give it a big business tax break so it sells more goods. But yeah, not a lot happened, but Harbor Town really needed a facelift, and I hope it works out. So thanks for coming out to watch, and I'll see you tomorrow with more Harbor Town, which is part of Stinkenheim. So until then.